Hi, all. Let's take the question. Explain how a trade protection measure can support diversification in economically least developed countries. So, we are focusing on the economically least developed countries. Okay. So, first, let's see what is trade protection. So, trade protection measures are the government policies used to reduce foreign competition and support domestic industries. Okay. So, when a question is asked about what do you mean by trade protection, you can mention that these are the government policies which is used to reduce foreign competition and support their domestic industries. Okay. So, for example, you can give like tariffs, quotas, subsidies, and import restrictions. So, in economically least developed countries, from now on, we'll be mentioning it as LDCs. These measures can help diversify the economy by encouraging the growth of new industries instead of depending only on one or two primary products. Okay, so let's see that in detail. So let's see how trade protection support diversification. First thing, it protect infant industries. So what are infant industries? Basically, they are the new industries, right? So the new industries in LDCs often struggle to compete with larger foreign firms. So you might have already learned that the MNCs and other companies with multiple shops and multiple locations, etc. So a lot of franchises and all. Basically, they can reduce or cut the production cost, right? By producing in larger quantities. But for a new industry that have just started their operation, it won't be possible, right? So we need to protect them. So a tariff on import makes imported goods more expensive, right? For example, if you have, let's take the case of any of the domestically produced and imported good. Okay, for example, let's take any smartphone. Okay, so the phone costs around 1 lakh in India, and the same phone can be produced like around 50K, which is imported from a foreign country. So if the same spec phone is available with a lower price, definitely we will buy the imported one instead of the locally produced one. Right. So the government can increase the import duty and reduce the supply using the quotas and other measures, etc. So that the price will surge to 1 lakh and more. Mostly like 1.1 lakh, 1.2 lakh, something like that. So people will buy the domestically produced phone. Got it. That is the strategy. And allowing local firms to grow and serve. For example, a country dependent on agriculture may protect new textile industry until it becomes competitive. So the government have enough strategies to protect the newly introduced industries. What is the second point? Encourages local production. So, import restrictions reduce reliance on foreign goods and encourages the domestic business. So, whenever the products are not available from any other international market, people will usually buy what? The domestically produced goods and services, right? So, it will encourage the domestic business to produce a wider range of products. This helps the economy move from primary industries to manufacturing and services. So, a country that is focused on primary sector can now focus or shift their focus to secondary and to tertiary sectors. Thirdly, it creates employment opportunities. So just think that whenever we are importing something from a foreign country, basically what will happen? The production in our own country will be reduced, which means majority of the firms will have to shut down, right? They will have to stop their operations, which means more unemployment and less job opportunity. Here, the government is trying to protect our local industries, right? So as a result, what will happen? The employment opportunities will increase. So as protected industries expand, they employ more workers, obviously, right? So this reduces dependence on one sector such as farming or mining and support economic diversification. So it will help the economic diversification from one sector to the remaining sectors. And definitely it will increase the government's revenue, right? When there is more protection, it will improve the revenue of the government. So tariff generates revenue for the government. So as we mentioned many times, the taxes are the major source of government's revenue. So increase the tariff mean it will improve the government revenue from the imported goods. This money can be invested in the infrastructure, education, and technology to support the development of different industries. So, to start a new industry, it requires many uh, infrastructure like the buildings, electricity, roads, and markets, etc. So, the government can use this tariff they acquired from the imports or import tariff promote these kind of infrastructure for the upcoming industries in the country. Then it reduces dependence on primary exports. So, majority of the productions in many countries are depending on the parts. Some of the parts are imported from the other countries. Okay. So mainly LDCs rely heavily on exporting raw materials. Okay. So for example, even though a multinational company is producing something from America, it might require some critical or crucial elements or raw materials from India or Afghanistan or Pakistan or Bangladesh, whatever be the country. So they might buy the raw material. So the production measure can encourage value added industries such as food processing or manufacturing, reducing vulnerability to changes in the world prices. So instead of just exporting raw materials, if we shift into industrial sector and service sector, it can bring out a lot of changes. So that is why government are focusing on it. So even though there are a lot of benefits for this kind of policies, still there will be some sort of limitations. So let's take a look into that question. So what are the limitations? The limitations include protection can reduce competition, making local firms inefficient. So that's a crucial point. Okay. So whenever there is no critical competition is available in the market, the firms will settle down for less, right? They won't work efficiently without a proper threat. Companies will feel more safer, which makes them lazy. Like there won't be more inventions or any updations or new products. They will just focus on what they are doing. Okay, because the people don't have any other option. They can either purchase it or they will have to hold their purchase because majority of the imports are now controlled. So this will create or reduce the competition, which is not good for the economy. Secondly, consumers may face higher price and fewer choices, right? So when there is only few products, we'll be forced to buy them, right? So whatever be the price offered by the firms, we'll have to pay that. Okay, and we'll only have fewer choices. Whatever they provide us, we can only choose from that available. So the vast selection won't be possible. And other countries may retaliate with the trade barrier. So definitely, if we increase our trade barriers more than a particular level, they won't purchase ours also. And also some other economical and political issues will be arising. Okay, and industries may become dependent on government protection and fail to improve productivity. So it's good for a newly introduced industry, like they will get some time to fledge and cover their initial cost, etc. That is good, but after some time the continued support from the government will only make them to rely more on the government, which is not good for the country, and which it will only decrease the productivity of the firm. Okay. So, trade protection measures can help economically in least developed countries to diversify their economics by protecting new industries, encouraging local production, and creating jobs. However, protection should be temporary. This is an important point. Protection should only be temporary and combined with the investment in skills and the infrastructure ensure long-term economic growth and competitiveness. So we should treat the newly introduced industries as an infant, right? After the infant learn to walk and run all their own, we should give them a space to grow all by themselves, right? We can't protect them always, right? So that is how we should approach the issue. I hope it is clear for everyone.